Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will be presenting about FYP1 progress presentation presented by me, Rahman bin Ramlan. My supervisor is Prof. IRTS Dr. Engineer Peter HP Mulivan, and my co-supervisor is Mr. Keva Priyapatama Razadana. So, this is my project title for final year project 1, which is of wired out additive manufacturing for WAM in Robot Studio. So this is my Gantt chart for the final year project 1. Or I want to give some brief introduction about my project, which are about WAM and Robot Studio. WAM is a 3D printing production process or repairing small metal parts using arc welding process, and a part of direct energy deposition (DED) in additive manufacturing. WAM is executed by depositing layers of metal on top of each other until a desired 3D shape is created. So Robot Studio is a software from ABB for simulation and offline programming software that allow users to program the robot without shutting down the production. This software uses the programming language, which is Rapid language. Next is about problem statement, which are the WAM thermal cycle is more intricate than the typical overlaying operation. Next is less consideration of the implementation of Robot Studio in the WAM process, which can affect the bit modeling for the process parameter. The manual trajectory deposition in WAM is time consuming. The probability of human error will occur in trajectory deposition. Then the objectives of the project, which are to develop a computerized simulation of WAM deposition using Robot Studio software with rectangular and flange shape, to set up the model for the WAM simulation, to simplify the creation of WAM trajectory deposition using looping algorithm for rectangular and flange WAM models, to implement the real application of robotic equipment for WAM simulation, and lastly, to compare the result between manual and robotic application for trajectory deposition. Next, the scope of the project will include the development of trajectory creation for rectangular and flange WAM component, simplifying the trajectory creation by using the looping algorithm of rapid programming code, and lastly, implements comprehensive rapid programming code to real robotic welding equipment. There are some limitations in this project, which are the software is only focused on trajectory deposition for rectangular and flange WAM component. The looping algorithm used in the WAM model cannot traverse the elements in reverse order. And lastly, this project will be conducted at TSIS Welding Solutions Sdn Bhd at Port Klang, which is more suitable for the huge WAM process. This is methodology of this project, where the first one is setting up the Robot Studio, add robot and equipment, creating and importing geometries, assessing virtual controller, constructing the program, load the program, and lastly, simulation for welding process. There are some preliminary results from this project. The rectangular shape will be one of the main focus in the WAM simulation. And these are the 3D model from CATIA and its dimensions for this project. For this simulation, it requires the industrial robot which is IRB 1660ID, the plate and the table to perform the simulation for rectangular model using IRC5 flex panel. Based on this figure here, this is the rapid programming code for rectangular model using looping algorithm. This is the simulation for one simulation for rectangular model in Robot Studio. So I will play it, the video here. Next is about the WAM flange model, which is the second result for WAM simulation in Robot Studio. These are the 3D models, which is also from the CATIA and its dimension. Next is this is the setup for one flange model in Robot Studio, which consists of IRB 2400 as its industrial robot, plate which is bigger in size, and table. This is the rapid programming code for flange model using looping algorithm. So basically, based on this figure, this is the looping algorithm for the lower part of the flange model. So this is the upper part of the flange model using the looping algorithm also. Finally, this is my simulation for one simulation for flange model in Robot Studio. Play the video. So the simulation will be starting for the lower part of the circle and it will rise up until it reaches the upper part of the flange model. So that's all from me and thank you for listening to my presentation about the final year project.